We are just now exiting AT&T Stadium. I'm Mike Fisher, your trusty and trusted reporter of the Cowboys. Get it done, 41-35 over, as we said going in, a good Seattle team that now has lost 3 straight games and is 6-6. But don't let that take away from what a challenge the Seahawks represented tonight on Thursday Night Football, and what a success is represented by what the Cowboys accomplished here as we make our way through the parking lot. And I appreciate you being with us on CowboysSI.com and, of course, also on the Fish Report on YouTube. 3 takes from the postgame that have merit as we move forward. The first one comes from Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Cowboys as they moved to 9-3, who says, we needed a game like that. And what he's talking about, not that you can go coerce this out of an opponent, not that you want to arrange it this way, but the Cowboys, who habitually win home games and win them by blowout scores, 20+ and the rest, to get tested like this, McCarthy's point is going to pay off when we get to the playoffs, when the Cowboys get to the playoffs, when they're probably not going to beat everybody 41-18, the way they generally do, or so, in this building. We needed a game like this. This is part of our growth. This is part of our development so we can be ready to play good teams in the playoffs. That's the McCarthy point. The Dak Prescott point is about numbers and the ridiculous abuse of Dak Prescott by some in the media and some in the fan base, yes, even the Cowboys fan base. I just don't know what else this person has to do in order to shut those people up. This is MVP stuff. Again, he did it again tonight. And the MVP-related numbers now. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. I think he's 26-6 for the year, touchdown to interception ratio. He is playing at the highest possible level. Again, I'm trying to imagine how you do it better than what he's done in the last 7 games or so, where the Cowboys are racking up victories. He is not throwing interceptions. He's not making mental or physical mistakes. He's playing balls to the wall. And I think in the last 7 games or so, I think the touchdown to interception ratio is something like 21-2. 21-2. That's MVP stuff. And he says, Dak does, that's a result of I prepare my ass off, and all the guys on this team prepare their ass off. At the same time, he says, I don't care about the numbers, nor, he says, do I care about the critics. And he's got, and he's developed, he said this a couple times in the last few months, he's developed a pretty neat little deal. He says, I'm the writer. I don't care about the critic. I'm the writer. I've got the pen. I've got the paper. I'm going to write my own story. And he is writing an MVP story, even though he says he doesn't care about the numbers, which I buy. That doesn't mean he doesn't care about playing like an MVP. Why wouldn't you? And finally, Micah Parsons. There's a 24-hour rule in the NFL. We all know this. You get 24 hours to whine about a loss. You get 24 hours to whoop about a win. And then you move on to the next. They're not wasting any time doing that here. They respect what the Seahawks are, and they respect what they accomplished against the Seahawks. But Micah and Dak both almost immediately turning the page to next week's game, Philadelphia in here. Philadelphia 10-1, the only team in the NFL now with a better record than Dallas. Micah says, first he said, it's just another game, and then he retracted that. He says it's us against the world. The truth is, the world is not against Dallas. The world is not against the Cowboys. The world, quite frankly, is very much Cowboy Nation. But there is a level of deserved respect for what Philadelphia has done. And here comes the rematch with a Cowboy team that thinks it is primed to be us against the world, if the world is just the Eagles, and go beat the Eagles now in what is going to be a game of the year without any doubt, with the Cowboys in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Fish out.